This photo, taken yesterday by these charity walkers, could be one of the last.
The officer come over and he says, "Is that your drone?" He says, "No, but I have had a drone up. Picking mushrooms and this police officer's so close by." Good day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me Mick.
And I'm Wilco.
Today, after a week of being poorly, after a week of being ill, oh no, my lass is a bit better, I'm a bit better. We've come down to Sycamore Gap. We've heard some unfortunate sad news that somebody decided to come along last night, and for those who know Sycamore Gap, it's along Hadrian's Wall between two, there's a big tree there.
Azim the Great One, I am home! Woo!
You know, people travel from all over to come and visit this tree. It's over 300 years old, you know, it's a national treasure. And somebody decided last night to come and cut it down. So it's been all over the news feeds this morning. We've decided, because we just live an hour down the road, get the van on the road after fixing her. So we thought we'll come down, we'll try the van out. You know, this is a place we like to visit, we love to visit. It holds a special place in our heart, this does, because we've got some fond memories of when we first got together. We used to walk along here, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
We came along here a good few times. It's one of our favourite walks. Which is this is what introduced us to the whole walking and climbing, wasn't it? We've done this last year, the year before last.
Yeah.
And that's when we decided we wanted to do a coast to coast walk. We never got round to that because of my health, unfortunately.
But it's never seen ever, guys.
No, it's never seen ever.
It's always in the pipeline.
Which is why we
go off physical health,
and we do what we can when we can.
We were only here about a month ago, I think, if
Yeah,
that.
we were a couple of weeks. We were here a couple of weeks ago.
But there's some shots went out of a little.
Be proud. You survived the days you thought you couldn't. You are at your strongest when you are calm.
Everything in this world is temporary. Life changes. People come and go. And seasons never last. So no matter what you're going through right now, always remember that your present situation is not your final destination. Don't give up.
The biggest lesson I learned this year is to not force anything. Conversations, relationships, friendships, attention, love. If it's forced, it's not worth fighting for. If it flows, it flows. If it crashes, it crashes. It is what it is. And remember, if it hurts, let it go. It's not meant to be.
You know, those who make YouTube videos, you guys will understand, you'll know yourselves. You know, you cannot record everything, because there is some times where I like to leave the camera and enjoy.
Experience it yourself.
Yeah, I like to enjoy the experience for what it is. So I like to experience this for what it was. So I didn't record nothing, but I've done little bits, make little shorts. But I wanted to enjoy the walk without the whole having to worry about the video. Yeah, we were only here a couple of weeks ago. I think it was about 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
And we were talking about how we'd love to come every now and then and watch Sycamore.
Watch it progress and watch
the
yeah, it's autumn leaves, it's summer, you know. And seeing that news this morning,
she's gone now.
It is very upsetting, you know. It's
like somebody
an ancient
went out
tree.
of their way to cut a 300-year plus old tree.
Well, that's it, you know. Somebody's actually went to all this effort.
If you go back through our videos, there'll be a video about Sycamore Gap, because I
I'll tag it.
Yeah, tag it in, because I remember you like
so
giving a bit of history on it.
If you want to see the video from when we came to Sycamore Gap last year, I'll put a link up. But honestly, it's just devastating news, you know. I mean, to think somebody would actually go out the way and do that, it's horrible. Alright. So we'll walk across here and we'll see what's going on. We'll catch up with you when we get there. horrible. It's a sad sight, guys. Why somebody would just come along all this way to cut the bloody tree down. So we've got news reporters here, the police are here, rangers.
The bottom of the tree actually does look like a heart as well.
It does, doesn't it?
Maybe.
What can you say to something like that, man? Shocking.
This photo, taken yesterday by these charity walkers, could be one of the last.
At first we thought it was someone was having a joke. We thought someone was playing tricks on us, and then we saw the news. And then my phone started going, because everybody knows we're on the walk, or telling us what happened.
16-year-old boy has been arrested in connection with what they said looked like an act of vandalism.
It looks like it's somebody who's known what they're doing. It's clearly machinery being used to do it. I'm certainly not an expert in it, but it's something that's obviously been planned. People love this. This is the image of Northumberland. It's the thing that's on all the postcards. It's the thing that's in the films, the photographs, the paintings. You go a really long way around here before you find someone who doesn't have an image of Sycamore Gap in their home. I've got one on my living room wall.
The Sycamore Gap tree stood in a dip in Hadrian's Wall, built to guard the Roman Empire's furthest northwestern frontier. But in the dead of night, its trunk was cut clean in two.
I've just been made aware that we've lost the sycamore at Sycamore Gap.
Among those mourning it today, Cy King, one half of the celebrity chef duo, the Hairy Bikers.
I hope whoever's done that has a conscience, because you've just murdered a sentinel of time and elemental spirit of Northumberland.
Absolutely disgusting. It's the news crews here, police are here. So apparently you're not allowed to fly a drone over National Trust areas, which is a new one to me. So the officer come over and he says, "Is that your drone?" He says, "No, but I have had a drone up." I said, "But that one's not mine." So I asked him politely, "Why? What's the problem?" He said, "Well, you're not allowed to fly a drone here." So I politely asked him, "Well, why not?" "Because it's National Trust land." Again, that's not a reason, officer. You know, is there a specific reason why you can't fly your drone here? Well, it's National Trust. Again, officer.
He's trying to walk away.
He's trying to walk away. I was like, "Oh, you know, hold on, I need, you know." I was like, so I had to tell him the ins and outs, because his response afterwards, this is a police officer of mine who's told us I can't fly my drone, to then say, "Oh, well, I don't know the rules." Well, if you don't know the rules, should you really be going approaching somebody and telling them stuff you don't know, and just taking a second going, "You can't fly it here because it's National Trust"? Well, I think you just wanted the drone down because the news crew were reporting.
Yeah, they were actually doing it there as well, because when I went up, they were like interviewing the girl. And they were sitting, she was saying like the whole poetry sessions here and things like that, like the
School
people
trips.
come, yeah, and they paint the tree, or they have like artwork around it and everything. It is just so sad. Unless you have a safe place on those things, like I don't think you realise how much it's affected. But
Yeah.
like we jumped in the van straight away.
Straight away,
didn't
as
we?
soon as I found out, yeah.
And you know, even the part of the trunk is in a heart shape. So loved, and everybody used to just crowd here and come and see it, and
For photos, you know,
from
and
all around the
sitting there.
world.
Like when we've came here in the summer, before, and people just sat having picnics, you know, and just sat
taking
reading.
pictures near it.
Yeah.
Because she is a national treasure, always will be.
I honestly hope the catch who's done it, mine, because
So do I.
I tell you, watching these news reporters, they're like glorified vloggers, with all the equipment. I'm getting watched now because somebody stuck a drone up, and the first thing the copper done was look to see if it was mine. He must have listened to what I said to him though, because he's not
Pushing anybody else to see.
Nah, I think he felt a bit stupid when he came over. And,
The laws on it.
yeah, that's all. Oh, well, I don't know. That's
How many
just
times
really.
we've been here and the drones
I know,
been up?
that's
It's just
really-
countless amounts of times.
That's just tickled us so much that they were getting told off a copper, and then the copper admitting, "No, well, I don't know the rules." Well, then don't approach someone.
He's trying to get away from you, like, oh, okay, it's like, oh, okay.
But you know, just sitting here thinking like all the happiness that this tree's brought. You know, because people think, oh, it's just a tree. It's not just a tree. People come here, just them couple of split seconds standing underneath that tree, getting your picture taken. That's happiness, and that's what that tree brings. It's like, yes, go take a picture under the tree. You know, and that's the happiness that that tree brought to people. You know, and it wasn't it's an achievement for some people getting to the tree.
Yeah, because it's a hike, isn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah, especially if you go over the top. That tree's brought so many memories to people. So many people will hold this tree in the hearts, you know, because it's...
Me being one.
Yeah.
I heard somebody mention earlier about how the businesses around here are being affected because a lot of people stopped just to come to the gap.
So it makes you wonder, why was it done? Was it an act of vandalism, or was it done to stop the people coming here? Bit of a pissed off landowner somewhere.
I'll still come here because it is a nice walk. It's a beautiful couple of climbs.
It seems a bit far-fetched that somebody's going to come all the way out here just as an act of vandalism. I just can't wrap my head around it. I cannot understand why anybody would come out all this way just to cut the tree down. You know, you drive past this main road. When you drive past that main road, you
watch for it.
You see that tree?
It used to be like the main thing.
I kind of fathom out why somebody else.
I was flabbergasted when I seen it on the news feed. I was thinking, what?
Like, why would somebody go and do that?
Like, that's what I can't understand. I have no words. All I know is I feel like a bit like Avatar, the film, when they cut down the sacred tree there.
Destroying the world, man. One tree at a time.
Heavy hearts today.
We'll make tracks, get back to the van. Wind's starting to pick up. On the way back to the van, we are walking across a cow's field. So we will be keeping our eyes peeled for mushrooms. Not that we'll pick them, because that's against the law. But it is nice to see them. And we'll certainly kind of be picking mushrooms when this police officer's so close by.
So sad. Like, I'm sad about it. So the only way to make us happy about, well, I'll never be happy about it, but it's getting okay.
More mushrooms along the way. So, we're walking along there, looking for mushrooms, just looking, and all of a sudden we get collared by a reporter. We spoke to a reporter there for a bit, so you know, we'll probably end up on the news, in the paper or something. Find it amusing, because we shouldn't have been told this, but it's how it works. Because he's a reporter, they get alerts, and you got an alert about 20 minutes ago saying they've got somebody in custody for it. Now the person they've got in custody is a young man, he's 16-year-old, and apparently he done it on his own. I can't see that happening. I think that's a load of shit. I did tell a reporter I think maybe it was a pissed off local, maybe, you know, people coming there. And apparently I'm not the only person who thinks that. He spoke to a few people who thought that. But who would do that though, you know? And that's what's confusing me. But for it being a 16-year-old kid,
16-year-old boy,
nah,
definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely.
That definitely hasn't been a 16-year-old kid. We're back at the cell now. I'm still shocked at the fact I think it's a 16-year-old kid. Well, Lass needs cheered up, so she now needs a cake. And they sell some pretty nice cakes in here. Put a little smile on Lass's face. Stick a cake in it. Show that again.
There's no cake. Like, the cake thing's always full in there, and the glass is empty. And it's got it all marked on what cake should be there, and there's none.
been
It's
absolute
one of the most tragic days. In fact,
devastating.
ever since the festival, it's just been a little
It
bit
has,
like,
hasn't it? It's just went.
We've been ill.
Well,
we couldn't festival.
now it's a kind of
with
cake.
trees being cut down, and now there's a cake.
I'm going to pay for the parking and then see if we can find one that's a cake. Kettle's on for the cuppa. Just now need to find somewhere where I can get a cake for Wallace. He's not best pleased.
Just looking at everybody's comments on Facebook and everything, and everybody's just commenting like, why? Just one word, why?
Exactly.
Shocking.
Crazy.
Even young people are commenting on the post that I put up about the tree being down and everything, and they're just like, why?
Yeah, exactly. Why would somebody do that? But
with a 16-year-old kid?
Nah,
that
it hasn't been a 16-year-old, like, definitely not. So we'll make this cuppa, go and find Wallace a cake and see what happens.
He works with the council.
So Wallace has just been advised there. It's weird because fingers and all sorts, yeah, we'll get to find out loads of stuff. It's weird. It's great. But she's just been speaking to somebody there who is working alongside the council in the area and the police and everything at the minute. Now, the reason the 16-year-old's been arrested is the guy who...
He's a farmer, a local farmer who has been he's been evicted for using the land for a campsite.
For apparently a legal campsite. I mean, if it's his land, he should be allowed to do what he wants.
Yeah,
in all
so
fairness.
he's been pulled and he's obviously a little bit cheesed off.
That he's getting kicked off his own land and this and that.
That's apparently why.
Do it the proper way, you know. If you're being evicted off your land because you've created an illegal campsite.
Paid, I think he's cut it down, but he's paying somebody to take the flak for him because he didn't realise that there was jail time involved and everything first, because obviously it's going to be jail time involved.
Yeah, so
he's paid off this younger guy to take the flak for farmer.
It's been a farmer, and he's paid this 16-year-old kid to take the rap. But if it's all coming out that the farmer's paid this kid to take the rap, then surely he should be the one serving time. Something like that being chopped down just through bitterness. It's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
People are really heartbroken over it. The stories you hear, people like in the surrounding area, a woman that we met on the way in, and her story, like, and how many millions of people are going to have a story about visiting Sycamore Gap.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been there about 7 times now in 2 years. Like we make and it still will be a place where I love to come and walk. It'll just always have that.
It's not going to be the same, though. It'll not be the same.
And you've like trekked over the top of the hills and everything. Like, oh yeah, we're nearly at the tree. That used to be the stop point. And then the last time we went even further, so we pushed ourselves, and I was like, yes, I'm climbing things and just buzzing, talking about taking the grandkids there when they're able to walk better and stuff. And now I really do hope they make something of the tree though. So it's like, it's always going to be there. I'm getting a bit upset. I think I'm going to cry. I'm surprised I didn't cry when I was there actually. I think it was because there's that many people there. And policemen pulling you for your drone. So that kind of like stopped us in my tracks. I was like, I'm sad, but whoa, why are you even coming over here with you?
Negativity and then panicking. Oh, Michael, please don't argue with the copper.
See, there's people already arguing on your post. So a lady's put on 16-year-old has been arrested, and somebody else has put, no way a 16-year-old cut that down unless his dad has a tree surgeon and taught him everything he knows.
Which is nice. So yeah, we're going to make tracks and go and find a place to stop and get a cake. Hey guys, please, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up,
and ding on that bell. Ding, ding, ding.
And we'll catch you next time.